Hello everyone and welcome back. Hello Hitman.
Howdy, Todd. Hi, everyone.
So we've kind of gotten started. We've got some harvesting going on here. So I'm harvesting the canola. I think you're down, is it barley that we had on the other field?
I don't remember. It's
So
been so long since we recorded it.
yeah, so slight change of audio this time because of technical difficulties my microphone didn't record. So we're re-recording the audio trail for this. And as you're about to find out, I'm discovering here that the trailer I have is too high for the close, so Hitman and I kind of figured out that perhaps we needed to swap trailers. Fortunately, he hadn't got any of the other crop in his trailer yet.
So I guess what we should do is just back up and kind of say why we're doing what we're doing and what's going on.
Yep. So
Um, so yeah, we like Todd said, he had trouble recording. So that's why the video didn't go up, and he was then away last weekend, so we didn't record any videos then. So we've had quite a gap between our last video and now.
yes. So it kind of falls into the category of because reasons, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're catching up, and like I say, we figured that we needed to do the harvest on this episode, and so that's what we're doing. There's a great demand on canola at the moment, which is why I kind of dove for the canola field, and why I kind of take this in the next few minutes. I load up a few times, and I will head off to. I think.
But it's not really going to matter, though, is it?
Yeah, well, there is that little snippet coming up, but we'll get there. We'll
Oh,
tantalize everyone. There's a plot twist or two
something's
afoot.
actually happening, Reg. That's another Monty Python quote that you probably haven't heard. So I
No,
bet you haven't taken my advice and watched any Monty Python movies yet, have you?
not yet. No, um, I
You're missing out. Really, those movies are so hilarious.
did. I just saw that. I didn't see that when we recorded. You just kind of tabbed into that combine.
It wasn't me. It was
It was the other Hitman82.
yeah.
So yeah, so you're probably also noticing that fact that the footage at the moment is sped up. Um, I didn't think that we'd necessarily be able to speak in. We couldn't recreate the banter that we had when we were actually recording this, so I figured that speeding it up and covering the time in that way was probably going to be better for you guys, particularly as you're not going to have the in-game sound uh, because although my microphone didn't record, Hitman's did, so it was just him talking to himself, and he sounded like a crazy person. So, so unfortunately for this episode, there's no in-game audio. It's just us, and I think I'm probably going to put a little bit of music very softly in the background just to kind of take away the edge of any of the gaps in between me taking a breath and talking.
Well, I could actually maybe take up a bit of that time
You
if
can
you
take
let me talk.
you can take up as much time as you like. I know you don't get a word in edgeways normally.
Chatter like a 6-year-old girl.
How do you know what my Skype handle is? It's not, by the way, but there we go. For those of
I'm glad
you,
to see that tipper fits. You know, I always hated these tippers, and then we started this series, and since then this has been my go-to tipper all the time.
yes,
Till you get to the big one, the semi one.
yes. Well, I think one of the saving graces, and we were talking about this at this particular point in the record, was not have by stripping out the audio and redoing it, we don't get to hear the close and the overwhelming sound that it gives me every time I go near it. But I think we said for season 2, when we get there, we're going to kind of correct those things. So the mods that we have won't be necessarily the mods that you guys will download, but we will correct things like prices and sound levels so that we maintain what we're going to do. So, yes, I think I think we'd come to the conclusion pretty much um, as we're doing now, that we're doing this harvest, but there's not really a lot more. We're not going to plant another bunch of crops because we've explored. I think we're fairly happy with where we've gotten to in terms of the decade and the equipment, and there's not so much more to explore. So we're looking.
Yeah, and the map. Everybody's seen everything there is on the map. We've done. We didn't do sheep, but well, you go, you take grass over, you pick up the pallets, take it to sell it, and that's about the only thing we haven't done in this.
Yes, and we also didn't do taters, but taters, sugar beets, same difference really.
I think I'd rather put a gun in my mouth and do potatoes with that little harvester.
Yes, you did say something of an equivalent nature when we were recording, so we haven't lost everything that we said. We're just,
I
yeah,
think Dara feels the same way. I don't think he likes harvesting potatoes with a little harvester either.
no. Um, yeah, I'm gonna
On one of
refrain.
his Let's Plays, he did a little strip of potatoes, and even that little strip, he was ready to stop by the time he was done. He didn't want to do it ever again. That was to feed
Yes.
pigs on the Appalachian map. I forget what it's called, Red Hills or something.
Oh yes, yeah. I haven't seen all of those because I'm still way, way, way behind. But there we go. So
I'm starting to get behind on YouTube. I've been hooked on the new Teddy Bear server for Minecraft. So where I've been
yes,
spending every waking moment that I'm not doing work, I'm there building away.
yes. I've actually almost virtually stopped playing Feed the Beast Ultimate now. Um, I'm almost exclusively playing Magic Farm and Unleashed. But also at the weekend, because I was away, I had only got my laptop with me, and I powered up the New World mod pack world from my peak that I did. And so I started doing some more on that, and I got really into it. I want to build that now. So it's kind of dangerous. I have all these projects that I want to do in different Minecraft worlds. So
And what about a Transport Tycoon video at some point? Do
there
you
will
have
be a
any plans
Transport
for that?
Tycoon. I do very much have plans for that. Um, I have all the stuff that I need to do to record from my iPad onto the stuff, but I just haven't. I recorded something the other day, but I wasn't happy with it because I was a bit tired, so I didn't. I felt I didn't show the game off properly, so I am going to be doing that. And there might be a number of different episodes for Transport Tycoon because I really do love that video, um, or that game. That's the word. So yes, and so you can see that it was the in for our um, great
Canola, the
demand
great demand,
for
yeah.
canola. So earning monies, which is always good. Do I try and go through the middle there? I was going to try
Yeah,
and
watch
go
it.
through the middle there, and it didn't work very well. I hit the lamppost, so someone put a stinking
Actually,
lamppost in the way.
if you back the video up, you'll see it wasn't there until just as you got there, it popped up. So it jumped in front of you.
I jumped. Excellent.
You're welcome.
You don't normally you throw me under a bus rather than defend me, so thank you.
Well, I'm just writing this down because now you owe me.
Oh right, okay. It's favors for favors, is it?
Yeah, because I'm sure one of these days I'm gonna derp.
Well, yeah, and when you start recording as well, that's going to be even more interesting. So, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
just haven't taken the leap. I've got my hard drive set up, but I think part of the reasons I'm so hooked on Minecraft again, on
yeah,
uh, Ultimate again. That's
yes,
surprising. Yeah, I'm actually doing something different on that, so that's why I'm hooked on it.
yes. So,
But I
hopefully
haven't gotten
you'll.
to recording any videos yet.
Well, maybe you could record a video to show us how you're doing and what you're doing differently, because
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I think that would be something we'd all love to see. So,
Just keep. I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm ready to record, but I don't want to record crap or have it look like crap. So I got to get over that fear of failing, I guess.
yeah, I mean, there's irrespective of anything you do, there are always going to be people that have comments to make on your videos, and mm, sometimes they are valid, sometimes they are a bit extreme, but it's all good. And
Well, I'm not really worried about what other people think of it. It's how I feel about my own work, and I'm a
true.
perfectionist. But believe it or not, I have no videos on my channel. I have 62 subscribers now, which is amazing because I don't have any videos. But I'm so
Yeah.
thrilled with that. So once I get going on my videos, I'll be, I'll feel like I'm giving back to those people who click subscribe for me, and
Yes.
they'll get to watch it and hopefully enjoy my videos.
Yes. So I think we're probably about to get into our. I'm gonna actually. Yeah, I popped down just to see that you're still working, don't I? Because I was worried that you'd gone to sleep because you'd set that far up going. So you've got two combines and you were running backwards and forwards between, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
I'm like that in real life too. If I'm playing, say I'm playing Minecraft on one computer, I've got a movie or something going on the other. I even play games on two computers at the same time. I can't just play one game on one computer. I get
yeah,
bored.
I can understand that. And yeah, we're heading very shortly, I'm sure, towards our first twist. But we'll wait for that to happen and then we'll
Plot
explain.
thickens.
Yes, there's two twists. Well, it's kind
One
of one
little
and a
note
half.
is the way you've got the harvester going across here, he has to make way more turns, so it's actually slower.
Yeah, I think the reason I chose that was because of the structure up the back. I didn't want him.
Oh, would get caught up on it when he made his turn.
Yeah, that's why I chose to go that way rather than going the other way. So, because I did think about it. I know
Well,
this.
next time we plow a field, we'll
Ah,
do that.
it
Oh, here
happened.
we go.
Okay, so we went back in time, um, didn't we? Because I thought you were harvesting this, and
I
apparently it's not
was.
even grown. So, what have you been playing at?
So, yeah, his game crashed. We didn't have autosave on because it was causing problems before.
Yeah,
So here we are. Actually, if you look back, we're at 6:47 now. I don't know what the time was. I don't remember, and I don't want to pause the video to go
yeah.
back and look.
So we basically
But
went
we
back
lost some
before
time.
we had fast forwarded time to get the crops ready for harvest, and we decided, well, we didn't care enough anymore, so it was time to basically say we've done what we're going to do. Let's go and get the equipment together. Yeah, that's why Hitman's jumping up and down. Let's go and get the equipment together. Let's set all the equipment up, and we'll show you guys all the equipment. And as I predicted, one midway through an episode or something, we're just going to say, okay, right, that's the end of episode. That's the end of season one. Um, so it's going to be the end of season one.
Dun,
So
dun, dun, dun.
indeed, you've all been looking for it. Well, you've not been looking for it. You've all been waiting for it to happen. And here we are, going to have fun and go look around our episodes, our equipment.
So you can see by the time it took us like 40 minutes to get everything set up.
Yeah, I was just dumping stuff and Hitman was putting it all in nice, neat rows. So I haven't, at this point, I haven't actually seen, or I hadn't seen when we recorded, any of the lines of equipment. And we decided to have a little race here, I think, if I remember correctly. Go, go,
My
go, go,
money's on
go!
Hitman.
Doop!
That was
And that
clever, though.
Hitman jerk tries to put me into a post.
That was
He's.
called tactics.
So, and then I just can't steer. I go wildly all over the place.
You're either
Um,
tired or drunk. I don't know which.
um, I plead ignorance. So, I was actually shocked to see how much equipment we really did have.
I wasn't gonna let you buy because we were racing over here.
The race was to actually get the thing parked up, wasn't it? It wasn't to actually
Yeah.
just get to the field. So yeah. So
Well, anyway, so now we're gonna go along and show off the equipment, which of course you can't hear because the video, Pat's mic died or
yeah.
whatever, or the recording. So here we go. We're looking at all
Yeah.
our equipment.
So here's all the tractors coming all the way from our humble beginnings with old Bessie and the Major, right the way
That
up
seems like
through
forever ago. I can't believe we've done over 30 episodes. Coming up on 40 episodes.
37 episodes. This will be. This is episode 37, and look at all that. I mean, those Schluters are very much the powerhouses.
Yeah.
A couple of
Those
sprayers.
in a multiplayer server, they're a great way to start.
Yes,
because they're
And
so cheap, and you can get, if you get 4 people on your server or whatever.
exactly, and all
There's our
the
baler.
baling and forage harvesting equipment.
I love that portrait.
Yes, you couldn't leave that one out, could you? And it had to have its extra cutters as well, and all of the cultivators and
Ugh,
plows.
that 1 meter plow.
Yes, shivers.
I don't want to see that ever again.
Yes,
And
all
the
the
Hafnia,
seed.
because of those big wheels, went for a run. It was actually parked up there, and it kept sliding down. Finally, I got
Yeah,
fed up and just left it where it stopped.
yes. So
There's a bit of a slope,
just a little bit, and then of course the windrower and the tedder. Um,
which you could have used when you were doing that grass the other day.
yeah, details,
The last
details.
episode.
You can't let me get away with anything, can you? Well, you can, but
Yeah,
so then we kind of come along to
here's our
the
beet equipment.
yeah sugar beet equipment and the harvesters. So yeah, wow.
So I guess we'll be returning to the far next episode.
Well, maybe not in the next episode, but in the next season.
Oh
But
yes.
I don't think if we're harvesting on episode one, then we're doing something incredibly well. And then our front loader showdown, really. I think the Kirovitz won.
Yeah, that I love that machine. Fixing the price is obviously something we'll do for next season.
Yes,
$1 for it is kind of silly, but even at 20 or 30,000, it's still such a great deal. It's a great piece of equipment. I like the
yes,
look of it.
yeah. It's good.
It's a bit rough looking. The textures aren't perfect, but I don't know. It just looks the part.
Yes. So we're casting our last glances over the farm and over the equipment, and we won't be back to Hagenstedt. We'll be somewhere new, somewhere different, and yeah, that
I
will
sure hope
be.
this recorded right this time.
Yes, I hope so too. There's plenty of effort to go in to kind of marry up the audio and the video and make it happen, but we'll do that. And yeah, so like I
So
say,
we'll be seeing you in season 2.
yeah. So until next time, take care, folks.
I'll see you then.